Hey everybody, it's Yolk and wait, no, it's Shane. It's Shane tonight, and I'm back in the Rotate MD-11, and I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. Something I've always wanted to do. I'm going to be flying the MD-11 down the RNAV Z Rwy 19 approach to DCA. Now I know we can't land there. This plane just won't do it. Well, it typically would not be able to do it, so we're not even going to attempt to land there tonight. But what I want to do is I want to get a feel for how the aircraft's going to maneuver as we do it. I'm curious if I can physically do it, if the aircraft can actually handle the turns. So we're going to fly to DCA, pick up the arrival, fly the approach down to basically 50 feet. We're going to go around. I'm going to fly the published missed approach, and then we're going to get vectors or vector ourselves over to Washington Dulles, which is where the actual final destination of the aircraft is tonight. This is not super realistic, but I just want to give it a shot. I've always been curious how the MD-11 would do in a situation like that. So we're gonna give it a shot tonight. All right, give me one moment here. My pro chat seems to have died, so I want to get that kind of reset, and then we'll get on it. 1 second, please. All right, guys, I think I'm all set up here. Let me do a little test message to make sure it's still working. If anybody is here, by all means, please speak up so I know that this is working. But let's go ahead and get power on the jet.
Autopilot.
All right, external power's on. Parking brake removed or released. So lights on this thing.
Engine 1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire.
Okay, hydraulic test. And we'll go ahead and get the annunciator light system test on.
Overspeed.
Hey, okay, so this thing is working then. All right.
Overspeed.
I was having some issues with my pro chat.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay. Okay, and that should give us a cargo fire test. Okay, gear handle, APU, IRS, hydraulic, pack slow, not applicable, emergency lights. Okay, no smoking seatbelt sign, standby ADI. Take off warning system test, throttle 1.
Stabilizer. Flap. Flat.
And 2 and 3.
Stabilizer. Flap. Flat.
Alright, flight controls, hardware, elevator, ailerons, rudder, brakes, throttles, reversers, speed brakes, flap handles. Alright, good. And EIS panel. Let's do traffic data 1, 2. Traffic data 1, 2. Okay, and then let's get the Mobi flight going here. And that will power up my PAP3 panel. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get on with our flight plan here. So this is going to be a little bit different tonight. I'm going to have to really get into the FMC and do stuff a little bit differently than I normally do. Okay, because we're going to have to put in a complete alternate flight plan because we are going to divert over to Dulles after we fly this approach at DCA. Okay, yep, that's fine. Okay, AOC route, so flight plan. Let's take a look at what this is going to be tonight for us. Unload. Okay. So we got the EVA 1 shipper transition. And oh great, looks like the wind is now no, it's 220 at 8. We're gonna depart on the 117s. That's silly. And then we are gonna shoot the approach to 19, even though that's not the active runway. Reason being is the weather there is not the greatest. But I still want to go into runway 19 just to do it. So we're gonna keep that. Approaches, it's gonna be the RNAV Zulu, I believe. Yep, RNAV Zulu 19. And then we'll get the alternate routing in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Sierra? Hey, I might need your help with this thing. For D star. So it's, we got the star in there. It's gonna be RNAV Zulu 19. Okay. Minimum profile is 550. All right, and then we'll take out the manual, and we're gonna go direct to here. All right. Hey, what's up, Shampoo? Okay, so we got that in there. So what I want to do after this is after 19, and we fly the basically this is the published mist. I want to do a lap in the hold. I want to go to DCA. No, I want to go to the alternate. So how do I put in the alternate flight plan, Sierra? So after I fly, let me show you what I'm talking about. I want to fly the approach, fly this published miss, and then I want to get an alternate flight plan over to Dulles. So I do have the routing here. The heck is this flight plan? What is this? This is a different flight plan that I'm used to here. I don't like this flight plan format. I'm not quite sure why it didn't do the OFP. It's interesting. Alright. Alright, there should be an alternate flight plan in here somewhere. All right. Yeah, see, I'm not used to this flight plan format. I have no idea why it would have changed. Yeah, see, this flight plan format is much different than what I'm used to. See, that's what's complicating stuff for me. Is this layout is not what I normally run. Options. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I've never actually had to divert before. So I need to figure out how to get this thing to go into divert mode. And how to add in the alternate flight plan here. So after DCA, I think what I was seeing was that we would go over to BRV. Let's see what happens if I put this in. BRV. Okay. And then from BRV, let's do a star. See, yeah. I'd have to activate the, man, I don't, this is part of the MD-11 FMC that I'm not super familiar with. Maybe if we go in here and put in the alternate, you know, that could be it. KIAD. Tell you what, we'll get back to that. Let me press on. Flight plan, wind data. Let's get the wind. Let me just do this. All right, performance data. Insert. I'm bringing an extra 10,000 pounds of fuel for this. Okay, now weight and balance. Let's get that done. Hopefully I can figure this out with this flight plan format being all messed up. I'm trying to figure out why it would be in this format. Cargo 172. Fuel. Okay, cargo is 172. Block fuel is 49.8. 49.853. Okay, trip fuel. This flight plan format sucks. 2050 20593. Okay, got that in there. Takeoff request is going to be 17 right, full length. Okay, takeoff data. Alright, now FMC. Let's go ahead and put our alternate in here. That should help out a little bit. Alternate. Nope. And maybe if I put it in the right block. IAD. I'm actually going to do 350 for initial cruise. Now, if we go back to the flight plan, at the bottom of this, there should be some options here for me to put in alternate flight plan stuff. So maybe if I put it in here. I'll do it later. It's probably just, hey, what's up, man? Santa owns. That's a cool name. Okay. So BRV is one of the... So we'll put that in there. BRV. And then if I click this, enable alternate. But I don't want to do that yet, right? Oh, awesome. That's... Okay, now we're cooking with grease here, guys. So let's go ahead and plan out the next thing. I don't know how to do this per se in Navigraph how to make it do that, but tell you what, maybe we can do this in the air. Tell you what, we'll play with this in the air. We'll build the flight plan in the air once I have a better way of figuring out what our alternate flight plan will be. We'll work on that airborne. Let's get moving now. Okay. Cargo door upper A and B. Oh, looks like I got more problems here. I'm not in a mood right now. Let me see if something's failed here. No, that's the cargo door. Emergency power test fail. We'll cycle that back off to back on. Alright, let's get on with this, guys. I want to get this thing in the air. We'll figure out the flight plan in the air. Alright. Okay, fuel quantity is 49,000 pounds. FMC is checked. Let's go ahead and get logged into VATSIM here. UPS 1579. Okay, squawk 4061, no IFR flight plan. Okay, flap takeoff selectors, flaps 15, no IFR clearance. Radios. Get that in a minute. Should be 124.2. Okay, we'll put guard over here. Okay, FCP airspeed, we will set that to 250 works. FCP heading 170. FCP altitude will be 350 final climb. Alright, altimeters. Okay, current weather at Louisville. It says we're taking off in the 3.5s, but I'm not going to do that. We got wind coming from the south. I don't know why we would be landing with taking off with the 8 knot tailwind. Altimeter 299.5. Okay, and on the standby. 299.5. Auto brakes. Take off. APU's already running. Departure brief. Alright, crew. A little delayed here because I'm fumbling around with the FMC tonight. We'll see how it goes, dude. If I'm lined up, tell you what, Sarah, I'll make a deal with you. If we're lined up perfectly, and like the landing is assured, I might do a crash and dash, because you know why not? But if we're like way off and I can't make that turn, we'll just go around. Okay, departure briefing, guys. We're at ramp 11 here at Louisville, the World Port. We're gonna taxi straight ahead onto Charlie. Take Charlie, cross 29 at Charlie, left on Golf, right on Bravo, left on Bravo 8. Full length departure onto the EVA 1 RNAV departure. Initial climb to easy, and then EVA outer about 12. No other restrictions. Very simple departure out of here tonight. Okay, doors and windows. We'll close up now. And stairs are moved. Oxydraulic pump 1 is on. Parking brake is set. Or now it's set. APU power is on. External power is off. Full chocks. Beacon light. APU bleed is on. Engine ignition A. ACARS is running and tracking. Okay, transponder. And pushing start. There's nobody here, so I'm not gonna talk to myself. let's go ahead and let's get started and get on the road. All right, just doing one last check to make sure that I'm not surrounded. Nope, I'm the only one here. All right, crew, let's go ahead and start engine number 3. And button out, the lights on. Rotation on 3, oil pressure is good. Fuel on 3. What's up, Austin? You ready to see some nonsense at DCA? I haven't flown there in a while. This is probably the closest I'm going to get to it, huh? Okay. I'm pretty sure we're within limits here. Oh boy, what is it now? Yeah, I'm not in the mood. Fuel system controller, I don't want to deal with that right now. I just want to fly this jet. Okay. Starting 1. Something blew up or what? Alright, fuel on 1. Fuel flow, EGT, oil pressure. Button in, light out, starting 2. Lights on. Fuel on 2. Oil pressure is on the rise. Fuel flow, HT. Okay, good starts on 1, 2, and 3 after start. Alright. Flaps set for takeoff. Flaps 15. Spoilers are armed. Step trim is set. Takeoff data is reviewed. V1 141. Rotate 156. V2 164. Lights are on. Alright, flight controls check. Okay, taxi clearance is good. Departure brief, no update. Let's just get on the road. Okay, noticeable steering. Left, right, brakes. Taxi checklist complete. Clear on the left, clear on the right. All right, so hey, Sarah, what we'll do here is once we're airborne, we'll work on that alternate flight plan. Basically, I just want to find a like the transition onto an arrival or something like that, and just head into Dulles and transition quickly into an approach so we can land there. I don't want to be flying around for 30 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. We'll do that once we're cruising and stuff. We'll look at the charts and figure out the best way to get into Dulles. Yeah, it should be good, man. I don't think it's going to do very well because I sometimes struggle to fly that approach in the 737, which is a lot more nimble. So I think I'm going to really struggle to hit those waypoints on the approach, but it should be fun either way. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how you ever pulled that one off, man. I couldn't even land my plane, and it was a lot smaller. So. Okay, approaching runway 1129. Clear to right.
Approaching 1-1.
And clear on the left. Okay, this is taxiway Charlie coming up. Oh, dude, I really want to do that, man. Hey, Sarah, let's plan on that Guantanamo Bay for one of our Discord fly-ins. Discord group flights. I would like to do that. That approach to the landing to the west looks pretty fun. Alright, before takeoff checklist. EAD is check with the green box, nav, profile. Radar switch lights. Okay, no traffic here. I'm going to go ahead and take the runway.
Approaching 1-7 right. On runway 17 right.
Okay, we are clear for takeoff. Alright, let's do this. Auto flight. Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set.
Thank you.
$80 knots.
Clamp.
Rotate. You're up.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, 250 pitch. Flaps track.
Flaps up.
Slats track.
Slats retract.
Stabilizer motion.
Alright, autopilot. 347 pitch. Alright, after takeoff checklist, landing gears up, lights out, spoil handle, disarm,
Stabilizer
auto
motion.
brakes off, flaps are up, flap takeoff selector, flaps 15, EAD is checked with no alerts, exterior lights. Hey, welcome back. You missed the takeoff, I think. That's alright. Alright guys, we're climbing, heading out to DCA.
Stabilizer motion.
Alright guys, that was a pretty okay takeoff. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, good. So I bought an extra 10,000 pounds of fuel. Obviously, we don't need 10,000 pounds of fuel to get anywhere, but I just want to have enough margin because we're definitely going to burn more than 2,600 pounds of fuel going from DCA to IAD. We'll probably land closer to 20 at O'Hare. Well, fortunately, for once, I'm actually happy to say this. There's no ATC on in DCA, which is a good thing. Oh my God. Okay, apparently I'm not the only crazy guy here. Look at this. Some dude from India is trying to land at DCA in a 747-800. So I'm not the dumb one here, guys. Apparently, other people are trying to do this too. Maybe he got inspiration from me. I kind of want to watch this cluster, see how it goes. Let's see. Altimeters. Standard. And cross-check to 190. After takeoff, checklist complete. Now let's watch this guy do this. I don't think he's gonna be. This is probably gonna be what mine looks like, guys. So he wasn't even close. He wasn't even lined up on the runway at all. So I think if I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna lose it right about here, trying to make this final turn. This homeboy's not even close, man. Dude, he's even wider now than before. Nope, nope. He went wide again. No, dude, not gonna happen, man. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Yeah, nope. He went around again. Oh, boys, this is what I have to look forward to when I get there. Is this guy? This guy can't do it in a 747. I don't think I can do it in an MD-11. All right, we'll come back to this. we'll come back to this cluster in a few minutes to see if he tries it again. Oh, that's funny, dude. All right. Turn this down a little bit.
Level traffic PS 1305 is about 10 miles out now, 35 left. Cool.
Get a little bit of background noise for you guys. Okay, climbing through flight level 275 for 350. About 30 miles to go. Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it can make that turn. We're gonna try it. I mean, that's why we're doing this. Try to do something fun here. Oh, I think he's giving up, guys. I think he's tapping out. I think he's giving up. What's up, Ray? How are you doing, man? Check out this crazy Yahoo trying to fly 747 into DCA. All right, so now that we got some time here, let's start planning this this diversion to rip that guy. I know, right? Let's start planning this diversion over to Dulles. So what I'm gonna do first is let's grab the weather there. So they're landing on the ones, left, right, and center. So if we go look at Dulles, let's get some charts up here. We're going to we're gonna attempt to fly the RNAV Zulu 19 to DCA down to about 50 feet if I could even get it there, and then we're gonna shoot a missed approach, do a lap in the hold, and then head over to Dulles, just like this guy's doing. Actually, he's doing the same thing I'm doing. I think he's stealing my idea. Okay, so I think if we can land on runway 1 center, that would be preferred because we're going to be parking in the old cargo ramp here for UPS. So let's plan on 1 center. I'll grab that chart. 1,000 to go. Music's a little loud, isn't it? Let me make sure this level off is good here. Alright, crew, flight level 350. Little traffic on our TCAS here. It is American Airlines 1691 and Airbus A321 going from Detroit to Charlotte Douglas. Oh, dude, he's doing it again. He's going back, guys. Alright, we'll tune in and watch this again in a minute. I want to see this. Third time's the charm, right? Okay. Let me get some more charts loaded up here. So if the approach, we'll plan on the ILS runway 1 center. No, this is DCA. That's not what I want. Here we go. You know what we can do, guys? We'll just go down to BRV, and then we'll just go straight in for the ILS at ILS 1 approach. I think that might be the play there. So we'll come down here. We'll head down to BRV, and then we're gonna plan on the ILS 1 left. From, let me see if there's a transition that works really good. You know what? I do occasionally see ghost returns still. And speaking of the ghost, there it is. So you may want to report that if you want to. Because that is definitely a ghost return right there. There's the American Airlines shit right there. Ooh, he's kind of close. I mean, like, that was. Well, let's see if we get any wake turbulence from this guy. No, we're good. Oh, okay. If they're aware of it, then I'll let them work on it. But this is the only jet that has ghost returns for me. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to go down to BRV, and then we'll pick up Brody would be nice. Alright, let's insert that, see what that looks like. Oh no, that's not what I want. It's, oh, I want 1 center, not 1 left. That's dumb. That's what I meant. That's what I want. There we go. So if we go over to plan, let's take a look at this. See that? And we'll connect BRV to that. Yeah, that'll work. So what we'll do is, once we're in the hold at DCA. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Let's see what this guy's doing. Oh, there he is, guys. If 3rd time's the charm, is he gonna make it? He's gone wide both times. He needs to cut in early here. Come on, dude. All right, he's already tracking it on the inside this time. It's so funny. I was in Washington, D.C. a couple months ago, and I remember driving over these bridges a couple times a day because I was staying in Arlington. I think he's got it this time, guys. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Oh, at the last second, he goes wide. I don't know. I don't know if he can say. Oh, dude, don't do it. He's way high. Oh my god. This is crazy, dude. Just give up, man. I come on. This is totally gonna be me, I know it, but jeez. He can't do it, man. He can't do it. Dude, he's gonna crash, dude. Look how tight this turn is this time, guys. I think he's getting frustrated now. Oh, dude, look at how tight this turn is. He's gonna try to like just. Oh man, this is not pretty. There's no hope for him, dude. I don't think this guy's packing the gear to get the job done. He's only got 292 hours of flight time on VATSIM, so that's telling me he's a pretty inexperienced pilot. I don't think he's packing the gear to get this done, to be honest with you, if I look at the situation. Alright, so we got our alternate flight plan in here now, guys. So after we leave the hold, we're going to go direct to BRV. And then we're going to transition right onto the ILS approach for our runway... our runway 1 center. We'll probably climb at 10,000 feet for that, because Brody starts at 9,000. So I kind of want to have a little bit of energy to descend into this. Wow, top of descent's coming up quick, guys. This is a fast flight. I question this alternate distance here. It might have something to do with the discontinuity here. Yep, 2832 Mach. Alright, let's check on homeboy here, see how he's doing. Dude, what if he's still doing this crap when we get there? I don't know how much fuel he's got, but what if I gotta deconflict with this guy? I don't know where he's going now. Oh, what's up, Martin? We are going to DCA. We're going to shoot the RNAV Zulu 19 approach into DCA just for fun. And then we're going to head over to land full stop at Washington Dulles. We've been watching this guy in a 747 for the last 20 minutes. epically fail trying to land here. Like, these are his 3 approaches, and that you can see a consistent sign here. He's coming in very wide, and he can't make this final turn, which will probably be me too. But this guy just won't quit. I hope he's watching his fuel gauges closely, because every time he goes around, he's burning an epic butt ton of fuel doing it, even more than I would. So we'll come back and watch this guy again here in a minute. Yep. I fly it a lot here in the flight sim, Sean, and it's always very, very picturesque and scenic going in there. It's definitely my favorite approach to fly in flight sim right now. It's definitely my favorite one. I'm gonna go share this over on the Discord server for the Rotate guys. Alright guys, we'll watch it one last time. He's going for it again. Let's see what he does. Get your popcorn out. 4th time's the charm. I don't know, guys. Hey, look, it's dessert time. These are chocolate-covered macadamia nuts that I bought in Hawaii last month. Mmm. They're really good. Alright. Let's see what he can do this time. It's hard to figure this out because every single time he does it, he flies a different track, so... No, I don't think so, ma'am. Like, he needs to turn now, like right now. This is the best it's looked yet. Keep it turning, dude. Keep it turning. Oh, no. He's doing it again. Guys, he just can't nail that last little bit. Oh. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh, guys, I think he's got it. He's got it. Okay, can he stop it now? Can he stop it? That's the question. Oh, I think he might have this, guys. But it's going to be really close to the end here. Ah, he got it, guys. He did it. Woo! Yeah, right. Bro did it, man. He just slammed on the brakes, dude. He came to a complete stop on the runway. He was so freaked out about going over the end. He just straight stopped it. Here, I'll get him a link to our stream. How about that? Dang, he even made it with some room to spare. Man, if he could do it, I can do it, right? Right? Good job, man. I was doubting you. I was doubting you. But you pulled it off. Huh. All right, how are we looking here? Okay, top of descent. Let's start running some numbers here. All right, let's go over landing data, at least for just in case landing performance. I don't think I can do it, but we'll calculate it. Okay, well, I can do it. Flaps 50, max manual, huh? Ah, flaps 50's for losers. Let's try flaps 35. No. Maybe we will try flaps 50. All right. I don't intend to land here, but you know, we'll try flaps 50 approach. That might make it a little bit easier to handle. I mean, it'll buy me a little more reaction time to maneuver. So we'll shoot the approach at flaps 50. Auto brakes, I'm going to leave them off because I am not stopping here. Okay, arrival briefing. We are going to be on the... Uh-oh. Oops. I think I messed up my flight plan. We're on the Troops 5 arrival. Okay, a lot of cross. Hey, this will be a nice little profile test tonight. Sierra, look at all these crossing restrictions we need to hit coming down. Let's see how it does. This will be kind of fun to watch it. Well, I don't know if I'm doing a touch or go or not. What do the lines mean? What lines? Oh, don't mind this. That's just because I messed up my flight plan up here. Watch. Let me, I'll fix it. There you go. Then you never saw any lines. A lot of crossing restrictions to hit here, so this should be pretty fun to do. Reset MCP altitude down to 8,000 for now. On the altitude. Oh, okay. So on this chart here, these lines are... this gives you a window you can fly in. So you need to cross this fix at 280 knots, above flight level 240 and below 280. So you have 4,000 feet corridor to fly through. Same here. Between 22 and 26, between 21 and 23, between 17,000 flight level 210. This one means you need to cross it at or below 13,000. This means you need to cross it at 11,000, at 8,000, so on and so forth, right? If you have a number above the line, that means you need to cross at or above, right? So if this 13 was on top of this, you would be at or above 13,000. So right down the middle, below, or you have a window to, like a range that you can cross these fixes at. That's what those lines mean. All right, so Sierra wants me to fly this with the auto throttle off. Okay, I will. Decision altitude is going to be 550 baro. Alright, and then we'll get the weather. I don't know if I want to do a touch and go though, man. I don't think we're going to... You know what? I don't think we're going to be in a position to do one, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be able to nail that approach. Like it took homie 4 times to get it, so I don't think I could do any better than that. Alright, crew, heading down. Okay. So to rearm it, you have to press the auto flight button again. But that gets to be a little bit of a problem because when you do that, it turns on the entire auto flight system to include the auto throttle. So if you want to just turn on the auto throttle but not the autopilot, you press auto flight and then you have to press the autopilot disconnect button to maintain manual flight but keep the auto throttle engaged. That's my only I do like the simplicity of the MD-11 autopilot panel. It's called the FCP, the flight control panel. I do wish that they had a separate control for the auto throttle instead of it being integrated into here. That's my only real complaint with it. Okay, profile 26. Oh, I was supposed to get the weather for DCA. 110 at 9, so we kind of got about a 9-knot crosswind here, which is not a big deal for MD-11. Altimeter 2996. You see, they're landing on the 1, so hopefully we don't have to deconflict with anybody trying to get in here. It looks pretty quiet out here tonight. Usually Monday nights on VATSIM are pretty quiet, so we will still shoot the 1-9 approach, but we'll have to make sure we listen on CTAF. Okay, 2996. Okay, profile 24. At drag? No, I don't think I will. Because we're low, so we should be shallowing up. I'll let that speed just bleed off on its own. Add drag. Alright, I'll add some drag now. Alright guys, let's start going over the missed approach / go around procedure for the MD-11, because I don't do a lot of these in this aircraft, so I kind of need to talk myself through it. So whenever we call the go around or touch and go or missed approach, whatever it is, we're going to press the we'll press the go around switch that's on the middle throttle, number 2 throttle, press it. So that doesn't do anything. If your auto throttle is off, it doesn't do anything to that. All it does is it puts the aircraft into go around mode, and it will give the flight director its cues to go around. It changes your vertical guidance to go around. It sets the auto throttle thrust limit to go around, and it sequences the missed approach in the FMC. It doesn't drive the throttles up to the go around limit if your auto throttle is off. So that's one thing it does not do. We're gonna fly the flight director. Once I have positive rate, I'll call gear up flaps 28. Flaps 28 is a go around flap setting. At 400 feet, I'll press the nav switch. It makes sure that we are following nav guidance in case I have the autopilot off, which I will. At 1,000 feet, we'll press the Sky King. Oh, I don't know about that. At 1,000 feet, I'll press the profile button, make sure we're back on that, and then I'll turn the autopilot back on, and I'll let it fly the missed approach after that. Okay, altimeter is 2996. And then we're going to fly the published missed approach, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it fly out to that hold and stay in the hold for a little bit so we can... well, if the auto throttle is on, Sierra, it will. But if it's off, it will not. It'll set the limit. Alright, we'll cross-check the altimeters here. Okay, cross-check. I'm going to switch over to terrain mode here.
Altimeter setting.
Oh my god.
Altimeter setting.
Scares me when that happens. Okay, speed brakes. Alright guys, we're getting kind of close here. Okay, 245 thrust. Profile 211. Tell you what, I'll tune in the DCA unit or CTAF right now. No promises on that. I'm feeling a little felonious today.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, got an A320 right in front of us here. I'm not quite sure what that guy's doing. Where's he going? Dang, look at him diving. Where's he going? Holy crap. Is he okay? Dude, he's doing 380 knots at 7,000 feet. What is this? Dude, what the heck? Calogero Grado. Okay, alright, buddy. Whatever you say. Okay, lights. And approach checklist complete. That's a good question. Let's find out.
Altitude.
4,000 hours. Enough to know better. Okay, I'm going to keep the altitude going down to 2,700. Okay, speed 240. Alright, you guys ready? I'm already seeing, I remember that freeway. This is the road that you could take from Dulles basically back to Arlington down there. And the river's going to be out here a little bit further. Okay, speed 216. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's do 210. Thrust, I'm gonna go flaps 15.
Flaps extend. Flaps 15.
Okay, right there is the Potomac River. We're gonna pick it up and then take it down this way. Okay, rivers in sight. Alright, let's take it down to speed 200. Actually, you know what? I take that back. FMS speed 193. Okay, I'm gonna actually do this. Let's go to 180 thrust.
Stabilizer motion.
Flaps 28.
Flaps 28.
Alright guys, make your bets now. Am I gonna get close enough to even land on the first attempt, or am I gonna overshoot this? I think I'm gonna overshoot. Like that 747 guy was doing. But we'll find out.
Stabilizer motion.
I don't know, man.
Altitude.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set the altitude down to decision altitude 550. Okay, profile to 550. Alright, manual speed 170. I want to configure it quite a bit early because I don't want to be dealing with this when I'm trying to fly the plane. Let's go gear down, flaps 50.
Flaps 50.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Just in case.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Alright, FMS speed.
Gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Stabilizer motion.
Alright, not quite sure why we're getting... There we go.
2500.
Our throttle. DCA traffic, UPS 1579 on the RNAV Zulu 19 approach.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, I'm visual.
1,000. Approaching minimum. Minimum.
Continue.
500.
Oh, dude, yeah, I didn't go wide. I didn't. I went too shallow.
400. 300.
Caution taxiway. Caution taxiway.
200.
Oh yeah, that's no good. All right, go around.
100.
You're up.
You're up.
Flaps 28.
Altitude.
Okay, autopilot. Mass speed. Yeah, if I did it again, I could probably do it. I just got at the last little bit, I fell apart there. I figured that I would. All right, flaps retract.
Flaps 15. Flaps up.
Yeah, I should have gone a little bit wider at the end there. It was too tight of a turn to make. Flaps up. The slides
Flaps
up.
retract.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me take a minute. Think about that. Dang it! I was hoping I could have maybe pulled it off, but listen. I was a lot closer to that 747 was. You know what I mean? I was too high and just a little too shallow at the end there, but at least it was kind of more or less down the runway extended center line for a while. Okay. We're gonna fly this hold for a second. Whoa. Rating with the party at 4, is that good? I don't know what a rate is, but thanks, Mikey. Okay. So are we in the hold now? Let me see. Yeah, I think we are. Okay. All right, let's figure out our diversion stuff. Thanks for the raid. I guess that's a good thing. That's cool. Appreciate it. I don't know much about Twitch, so I don't know how that stuff works. Okay, let me get my charts up here, guys. So we're going to do one center. Okay, the minimums for this are going to be 486. All right, so basically I got to rerun my approach checklist again. So let's, or arrival checklist. Approach checklist, landing data. Let me run landing data for actually no. I think we'll be fine with auto brakes. Minimum 486 on the Barrow mins, 486. All right, and then let's get the weather. Well, I appreciate it, Mikey. I'm glad to have him here. Weather at DC. Okay, winds are calm. Oh, 3/4 mile visibility. Thunderstorms, rain, broken, scattered. Oh, guys, this will be a nice little ILS approach. I mean, IMC conditions here for sure. I like it. Altimeter 299er, so we'll go ahead and set that now. You know, the weather sure doesn't look like that here, does it? Let me make sure that it's updated. Weather refresh. Alright, I just want to make sure that the weather is correct because that's showing IMC, but I'm not seeing IMC out of my window. Hey, you'll probably do better than I do, Sierra. You're better at flying this thing. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. I think I'm set up. Let's go over here to BRV, and we're going to enable alternate flight plan. And now we're gonna go direct to BRV. Altitude 10,000. And we're gonna do 250 thrust. Yeah, that was the initial plan because UPS Virtual Air Cargo, my VA, doesn't have a route to DCA from SDF. So for me to log this flight, I'll need to do it. I need to land it at Dulles. So.
Stabilizer motion.
Let's go back to I know, right? Alright guys, and we're set up perfectly for the ILS approach into IAD now. So let's go over to this. One, 3, 4, 425. Alright, and now we'll do flaps 35 here. So 161, plenty of runway, auto brakes. We'll go back to, we'll use medium here. Yeah, it took him 4 tries, but he got it in there. Alright, I'm gonna go, let's see here. Let's do 245 thrust. Listen, we gotta have a little fun every now and then, right? Hey, Mikey, I do appreciate you bringing these people over. I've been trying to get what's it called, affiliate on Twitch, and you gotta have 3 average viewers 4 times a month to get it, and that's the last metric that I've been struggling to get. So, you bringing a bunch of people over really helps me out. I appreciate that. This is probably the 2nd or 3rd stream this month now where I've had 3 or more viewers at a time. So, you're plussing up my numbers. Thanks, dude. So I can start making my my Twitch micro pennies. You know, maybe the weather did come in, guys. We're in some turbulence and clouds now, so. Alright, let's do speed 210. Let's extend.
Let's extend.
Actually, you know what? Make it 220. Hey, Sierra, I like to go out of Newark. Newark is really good to go down to DCA. It's only about 20 something minute flight down there. It's pretty good. Ooh, what is this thing doing? I don't know about this. Okay, approach mode. No? Interesting.
Stabilizer motion.
I don't think I like the way this thing's maneuvering at all. I'm gonna go ahead and select. Thing's making me nauseous. Yeah, I can't seem to get the approach mode to engage here. I did enable the alternate, yeah. See? Approach. Oh, I know why. We're more than 25 miles out. This approach is really far out. I don't even have an ILS yet, that's why. Yeah, see, we're way far away. That's what it is. It won't arm approach if there's no approach to fly yet, right? Oh, crap. LNAV. Sorry, nav. Alright, let's go speed 200. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Yeah, see, we're 28 miles out, so there's no approach to arm yet. And here's the weather that we were looking for. Okay, profile to 7. Alright, any second now I should be getting the identifier and DME right there. It is. Yes. Okay, approach mode. Armed. Or land. Okay, let's see here. 2999er. Profile of 6. Okay, localizer capture. In case of a malfunction, also, there's some really light weights that you don't need the center gear. Below a certain landing weight, there's no need for it. So why keep it down? At the weight that I'm landing at today, I definitely need it down. But at very light landing weights, there's no need to use the center gear, so you can keep it up. Okay, looking for that glide slope. Ooh. Washington Dulles traffic, UPS 1579 on the ILS, 01 center approach. Alright, missed approach altitude is 4,000. Still no glide slope. Okay, you know what? This is driving me nuts. Let's do this. No, forget it. Not worth it. FMSB. I should be getting a glide slope by now. There it is. Glide slope, capture, gear down, flaps 28.
Flaps 28.
.164 thrust. Flaps 35,
Flaps
landing
35.
checklist. Landing gear is down. Squirrel handle is armed. Auto brakes, medium. Flaps 35. Altimeters cross-checked. EAD's got a green box. Missed approach altitude 4,000. Is set. I'll say we're clear to land. Wow. Autopilot.
Autopilot.
Auto throttle's off.
Approaching 1
Center.
Whoa. Got it. Little gust of wind there.
400. 300. Approaching minimum. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Light slow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Spoilers deployed. Reverse available. $80 knots.
Manual braking.
5,000
60.
feet remaining.
Yeah, I thought I'd put it down just a little more firm because of the wet weather. Didn't want to hydroplane here. All right. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we are currently at Yankee 2. We're gonna take a right turn. Correction, straight ahead to Yankee 2, right turn onto Zulu, and Zulu down to the old cargo ramp. Dulles traffic, UPS 1579 is clear of 1 center at Yankee 2. Taxi to old cargo via Yankee 2 Zulu. Spoiler handle. Flaps. Auto brakes. Okay, radar. You know what? I need my windshield wipers back on. Can't see where I'm going. This airport is so poorly lit. Like all airports, man. I can't see where I'm going. Hey, is it? Hey, hey, guys, look! It's our hero in the 747 that landed at DCA. It's him. He came. Everybody, clap! Everybody, clap for our 747 pilot that landed at DCA. I couldn't even do it. Welcome, hero. Thanks for joining us, man. We were cheering you on. Well, I didn't think you could do it, but everybody else was believing in you. So, let's see. APU. Let's do this. APU power on. APU. That's so cool, man. He made it here, guys. Mr. Raj, he was our hero flying that thing. I think this is us. Yep. Nope. One more down. Okay, that's the land checklist complete. I didn't miss a turn, did I? 5% on fourth go around. Golly. That's about it, man. Like, it's either you land or you die. Alright, here's our parking. Okay, parking checklist. Transponder. Fuel switches. Yeah, I think he is stuck in the fence, huh? External power is on. APU power is off. Okay, wheel chocks are in. Parking brake released. And that's it. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. You can't go in a restricted section of Hogwarts, so that's true. Yeah, but hey, we really enjoyed watching you. You kept us occupied for about 30 minutes watching you shoot those approaches, man. So thanks for the entertainment. I would say that I did well, I'm not trying to say I'm better than you because I'm not, but so I did fine. I came in a bit more shallow than you, but I came in almost too shallow. What I should have done was go a little bit wider here and then cut in sharper here so I had more time to line up. So I came over the runway high. I wasn't planning to land there anyway. I guess if I was trying to land, I would have tried a little bit harder. So I took it down to about 100 feet, and then we did a missed approach. Started to fly the hold, but left it, and then came over and landed at, yeah, that's us, at Washington Dulles, and that was the plan. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna probably stream again tomorrow, maybe. Might do some 737 ops. I gotta do some flight testing for the level up updates. So I'll call it a night. Hope I see you guys tomorrow, and I'll catch you then. Thank you, guys.